Hey guys, how's it going? I figured it out. We're paying extra for the hair. So, I gotta say something about this. This is so damn dumb. So, we saw a preview of the Doc Samson, who does not look good. He's... that face sculpt is... And the hair's alright. I mean, the hair works. Because, you know, he's Doc Samson. He's got long hair. That I can dig. One looks like he's about to break into song, though. I don't know what to say. So, it was obvious this is on the Hercules body, which has been used a lot. I think the last time they used it was Zorbing Man in the Secret Wars wave, which was a normal price. That's what that body always comes out. It's a normal price. So when they premiered Doc Samson, I was like, well, you know, all the Hulks have been Hulks, so now we're getting just a regular guy. Now, for those who don't know, let me give you some background on good old Doc Samson. Doc Samson is Hulk's gamma-irradiated psychologist. He's strong, but not as strong as Hulk. Nowhere near as strong as Hulk, but he can do some strength stuff, and he's kind of a fun character to help develop Hulk when, you know, changes happen. He was the one who merged the Hulk personalities together to give us the Smart Hulk, a figure we were getting this year with bunny slippers. Happy about that. When I saw the price, $35, we have a couple extra hands, a grippy hand and a open kind of grasp. I don't know what you call that one. Is it a graspy hand or is it just kind of, Anyway, two heads, a body that's been reused to death, and that's all. 35 bucks. When I saw that price, I had to kind of sit and look at it for a minute and go, are you serious? I thought it was a typo. I thought it was an error. I looked around at other places. It's the same price everywhere, $34.99. For just a regular ass figure with minimal accessories. I've made the joke that Hasbro is pricing everybody out of toys. I'm kind of serious about it now. It's just, how do you justify this? This action figure that barely would be okay at 20. I've got the old Fing Fang Foom one that I bought a while back. I don't need to update that figure. Doc Samson is not that important of a character to me. I like Doc Samson, don't get me wrong. I was looking forward to an upgrade. If it was the regular 27, I'd think about it. But no. There's not $35 worth of product here. There is nothing here, and it's ridiculous to even think for a half a second. I mean, most of the time I'm waiting for things to go on clearance anyway. Never mind the fact they gave us some ugly ass face sculpts. I am at a loss on this because it's just like, what the hell are you thinking? Am I upset? Not really. But at the same time, I'm like, what the actual hell? What is going through the minds of the people making this stuff? When they put something like this out there and say, okay, yeah, here's your overpriced piece of shit. Have at it, buddy. I can't even begin to think about what the hell they're trying to come up with. I'm at a total loss at what they're thinking with this. I heard someone suggest, is it the box? And it's like, the box isn't that big a deal. It's a retro style box. What, you know, I can't, words escape. They really do in this situation because, you know, there's just something here that's, Hasbro can't be thinking properly. I mean, as a company, to put a price tag on this thing like that. That is ridiculous. I can remember the days when we would buy Hulk-sized figures for regular figure price. Did it cost them a little bit? Probably, but I'm sure they balanced it out in a wave. Now it's just like, release it separately and charge everything. And wonder why people are waiting on clearance. The prices are too damn high, and Mattel is doing the same thing now with their freaking Masters line. And I made some jokes out of that earlier this week, but my word. And you know, I got the Hellboy, and that was $35. It's because it was Hellboy. I wouldn't have paid that much for that figure if it wasn't Hellboy. It's that damn simple. Hellboy is one of my favorite characters, and that is the first quote-unquote affordable, overpriced, yes, but affordable Hellboy figure I've seen since the Golden Army Hellboy. There we are. I mean, that's simply where we're at. I don't see this lasting. I'm wondering if Hasbro's, I mean, we all know Hasbro's trying to get out of the toy business and just be an IP farm and then do mobile games. But they can't go instantly to mobile games, because if they try to do that, they'll lose their shirt, because they have nothing developed yet besides Monopoly Go. And while Monopoly Go made them a ton of money, it ain't going to sustain the whole company. So yes, I do wonder if part of this is maybe some kind of ploy, for lack of a better term, to get as much money out of the suckers, for lack of a better term, as they can before they make that final shift. And they just price everybody out and then go, oh look, toys don't sell, we can't do this anymore, we'll have to go completely mobile games, and that's the end of it. And they'll farm out their IPs to other companies and do that, and they'll be happy. What will happen to Marvel and Star Wars? I don't know. Star Wars ain't the property it used to be, and I don't think Disney's going to find a company that's going to spend that much for that IP, because I'm betting money Jax didn't spend that much for their mission fleet sized ships, which was fun in the beginning, but now they've gone through everything. It's like, okay, why bother? Does this mean it's the end of toy collecting, blah blah blah, doom and gloom? Hey, I don't think so, but at the same time, I see something like that and I've just got to go, whoa, there's really some serious shit happening right now, and it's gonna hurt the collecting world. I feel like I'm looking at my Marvel collection and I feel like I'm there. I really do. It's just like I can't think of a reason, there's a couple things I'd like to have, but overall I think my collection's where I want it to be, and I don't see a reason to bother with some of this crap. Like I said, I've got Doc Samson, I'm fine. If that Scorpion comes out from Amazon and it turns out to be $35, I'm passing it up. I've got a Scorpion. It's not the Scorpion that I want, that's more the one I want, but if they're gonna if they're gonna sit and play with prices like that, forget it. That you lose me right there. And here you got Valaverse under those prices, and every time they release a high demand figure, they got to do something stupid like that throne with the Hooded Cobra Commander, ridiculous, and try to boost up the price because we want maximum profit. And don't tell me that throne is worth $40. It's look, from the looks of it might be worth $10. And then of course you got to go to the spoiler at $109, and then the HAL is like $80, and the HAL is much bigger than the despoiler. None of it makes sense. It is the most schizophrenic pricing system I've seen in a long time, and it's getting worse. None of it makes any sense. I mean, if it was an A-list character, I might go, okay, they're just trying to fleece people. But it's Doc fucking Samson. That is such a deep cut. I'm like, me and like 4 other people are the only people who would be interested. I mean, seriously, this is one of those that, like, you bring it out with the subline so that people can go, oh, good, we get that one finally. It works in that context. It does not work in the context they have done to overprice it, because not a high demand character. Again, a C or D list character. He's not a big character. Nobody is clamoring for Doc Samson. To me, this is Hasbro literally just saying, fuck it, we don't care anymore. Honestly, I don't care as much as I used to, because this is burning me out. I mean, it's like, I'm not spending $35 on a figure that's worth $20. And I made that joke about how Hasbro's pricing out everybody, including dogs and J.K. Rowling and just about anybody who will listen and who would buy toys. Rich people, poor people, sports teams. I made that joke, and I'm like going, damn, they really are doing it. Because they priced out kids a long time ago, and who they expect their audience to be? It's the only thing I can see is that they are actively trying to get rid of toys, and this is just the steps they're taking. I know people are going to scream inflation and increased costs and all this shit, and it's like, basically you're talking about a $10 hike on a figure from last year. That would have been $25 last year. $10 hike in a year. There is no inflation to justify that. Nothing. And yet here I am going on about it, because you know what? I want this line to be good, and it will never be as long as we accept bullshit. But No matter what I say, no matter what I do, some people will just be happy with bullshit and just clap and move on. Speaking of moving on, yeah, collecting's taking a turn. I'll have something about that in a week or two. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and all that shit. Take care.